Ladies and gentlemen, Pastor's wife winner is upon us. Hot girl summer is dead and gone. So guys, welcome to my channel. It's Gratsi. Today's video is gonna be this really cute, sophisticated look. That whole like twiggy Kim K 60s hair and this really nice natural glam. No eyeshadow involved, just a nice warm base. I was also answering some questions that you guys asked me about influencing, like frequently asked questions while I was doing my makeup, so we can kind of chit chat, kind of gist while I'm doing my makeup. And I also just did this hair at the beginning. It's from My First Wigs and I'm obsessed with it. It was so easy to do. I did it all by myself. Look at this hairline, y'all. Like it's all because of My First Wigs. Literally, I barely did anything, so I'll show you guys what I did. I'll leave this hair in the description box. Also, My First Wigs are having their first event in London, and I'll leave all the information on the screen and down in the description box as well. Definitely come down, support My First Wigs, and I'm sure they're gonna have discounts, goodie bags, all of that kind of stuff at the event. So make sure you're there. And yes, let's get ready. Let's get ready right now. This is how the wig comes, straight at the back. It looks amazing. It already comes with a parting. It's already pre-plucked, so if you're a beginner or if you just want to leave it at this, you can do that. If you wanted to leave it just like this, it's already pre-plucked, so you can literally just mousse it and straighten it and it will be good to go. But I wanted to try the new like Kim K half up half down hair with this short hair, because I'll just show you a picture of what I mean. And yeah, I thought I'd try it with this hair because it's obviously already short. I hate cutting my long bundles. I just feel like that's money I'm cutting and throwing in the trash. So I wanted to try that. I feel like I already kind of tried it out just like this, and I feel like it can work already. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that. We're going to do this together because I haven't done this before. But yeah, I'm excited. Let me show you.
So I'm going to start with putting away my hair, because if it gets in the way then your baby hairs can look a little crazy. I'm going to just pluck a little bit more. Even though the wig comes already plucked, it's always nice to just go in a little bit yourself. I'm going to use the Got2b gel, the black one that's clear, for the lace, and then blow dry that so it gets tacky. And then I'm going to add freeze spray on top. This just makes sure that your wig lasts days. This lasted a whole 7 days before I had to take it off, so that's perfect. I'm going to cut off the lace. As you can see, it matches amazing with my skin tone. It looks already tinted. My First Wigs just do such a great job. I'm just going to go over it with a bit of powder. I'm going to pluck a little bit more of the baby hairs, bring them in front, so that once I put my elastic band, they'll be super flat. I'm going to put some mousse on as well to just flatten that hairline a little bit more. And then I'm going to hot comb it so it's extra flat. Then I'm going to use my elastic band to just flatten my hair, cut that excess hair from the baby hairs that I'm going to create, and then tie half of my hair up into a pony. Make sure it's nice and super flat, because otherwise your head will just look hella bulky and that's not cute. It's not cute, baby girl. I'm just going to straighten the hair so it looks nice and neat. And then I'm going to bump the ends just for that extra 60s vibes. You can either bump it inwards or outwards. I'm going to finish it off right at the end after I do my makeup.
So these are a mix of influencer questions, makeup questions, general questions. I'm going to try and stick to the influencer side of things. So the number one question, we'll start juicy. How did I start going on brand trips? I feel like you guys are really interested in the brand trips. So I'm mixing my Fenty foundations because I'm in between shades right now. You guys know that until a foundation comes and blows me away, I'm gonna be with Sis Riri for the foreseeable future. Okay, my base is done. So you guys asked me, how did I start going on brand trips? So my first ever brand trip was actually organized by myself, organized with one of my really close friends, Vanessa Daniels. She's also a blogger, and basically what we did was we figured out a country that we wanted to visit, and then we literally emailed a couple of hotels, like maybe 10 to 20 hotels, asking them if they would like to sponsor a room for us, like just gift us a room in exchange for some publicity from us. So basically Instagram pictures, tagged, Instagram stories, etc. And quite a few came back to us. We decided on 3, so we decided to kind of like hotel hop, and this was in Marrakesh. So that's literally how we started. That was our first, it wasn't like a brand trip, but it was basically like a trip that we organized, that we got free accommodation for, and it was honestly amazing. Like we had the best time, honestly. So I would recommend doing that. If brands haven't reached out to you yet and you want to go on a trip, then you can kind of start by doing that. Back then I think I was on about 30,000 followers, so that was pretty good. My first actual brand trip was with my management, Flourish Management, and they basically organize trips. They're basically the middleman between the bloggers and the brands. So they sponsor the trips, and then we get content for that particular brand, and they're always really good fun. But I've also had a company reach out to my management to take me on a trip. So yeah, I was just minding my business, making my content, and then they just reached out to me. Try not to dwell on these like trips and all of this kind of stuff. Just concentrate on making really good content, because you will be recognized for it, like regardless, period. I would say go and try and make connections through blogger events. I don't go to as many anymore because I live in Birmingham, and girl child, I wasn't gonna go all the way to London just for an event. It's a bit long, so I'll try and be a bit more picky with my events, but I would recommend branded events and trying to connect with the PR girls from the brand, because then they kind of, you know, have your face to a name, and they kind of like will remember you more that way. Yeah, that's how I started going on trips. And guys, the trips are really good, but they actually are kind of hard work as well, because sometimes you just want to be on holiday and enjoying yourself, but because it's work, you do have to get content. So it's kind of like sometimes a bit bittersweet, because you kind of just want to relax and chill because you are on holiday, but you've got to get that content, girl. You got to get that content for the brand, because that's basically what you were there for. So yeah, I definitely do want to organize my own trips just with my friends that are bloggers next year, because then we can kind of do it on our own terms, kind of thing. But yeah, so it just kind of, it depends on what you like. That was a really long-winded answer. I'm gonna try and make the next question quick. Okay, what do I edit with? You guys ask me this all the time. Thank you guys for the love on my pics. Honestly, I appreciate it so much. Let me get some light, because girl, you're looking kind of ashy. What do I edit my Instagram photos with? I can make a whole video with this, to be honest, but I use Visco Cam and Facetune to edit my pictures. But it's not just that, like maybe I'll do a whole video. If you guys are interested in a video on how I edit my photos, then let me know, because I do go into quite a lot of detail in terms of how I edit quite specifically. But long story short, I use Facetune to edit, like whiten my background, tune some things. If the quality of the picture makes my makeup look a bit weird, I kind of smooth out my face sometimes, imperfections on my face. And then I use VSCO Cam for my filters. And I will tell you the filter that I'm using. I use M5 filter, and I use the dog filter, I Love Dogs filter. Sometimes I either number 1 or number 3. So you guys can check that out. I don't mind sharing. But you can't use the filter like fully. You have to kind of tone it down a little bit. But yeah, so kind of I'll go in between filters and just see whatever works for that particular picture. I'm literally my holy grail. My pictures will not be looking like how they are if I just uploaded them straight from my camera. Child, nobody looks like that. Just being honest, that the majority of people, you guys probably know, edit their photos. I try not to OD, because obviously that's a bit unhealthy. Like, I like to look like myself, but just, you know, a little tuned version, you know. Sometimes a girl needs a little bit of tuning. But yeah, that's what I use. Next question. See ya. What assumptions do people make from me being an influencer? People tell me all the time that, like, when they meet me, they always say like, oh my god, I thought you'd be bougie. Bougie where, honey? If you lived with me, you guys would know that I'm not bougie. Like, my flatmate knows. Shout out to Allah. And my mom tells me all the time, oh my gosh, if your followers knew what you were really like, would they even follow you? Would they even follow you? I'm telling you, like, guys, I'm not bougie. Like, I'm literally the least bougiest person. People say I'm bougie. People say that they think that I'm friendly, and then when they meet me in real life, they're like, oh my god, you're so sweet and stuff. I'm like, girl, what did you expect me to like stare in your face? I don't get it. But I have heard that, you know, some influencers are like that. And to be fair, I've had my own experiences with influencers that were not the same in person, but I just feel like I try not let it like get to me. I just kind of go with the flow with everyone that I meet and just make my own conclusion. But also you gotta remember, sometimes you meet people and maybe they're having an off day. Like, I try and give everyone the benefit of the doubt, because literally sometimes people do have off days. You could have met them on an off day. So just kind of have lower expectations. I've learned that in life, literally having lower expectations for people in general, because people are not perfect. It just helps you have an easier life. I try not to expect too much from people, so then you're either surprised when they kind of over deliver. It doesn't disappoint you if they under deliver. You know what I mean? Are you and your sister living together? No, I wish. That's literally my dream, to live with my sister, probably like in London or like LA or something, somewhere like that, for like a couple of months. She basically lives here. She's always here, so I get why you would assume that. What did I study in college? I studied English, media. Oh my god, this is fun. It's like we're gisting. I studied English, media, graphics and music, and then I dropped graphics in my final year. So my A-levels were graphics, English and media, and I loved my subjects, to be honest. Best camera, I just use my iPhone 8 Plus. I think it's an amazing camera for pictures. That's what I use. And it works for me. Just make sure that you clean, this is a top tip, clean your camera before you take the picture. Like, clean the lens, because sometimes it's a bit blurry. What does it take to be an influencer? It takes creativity, number one. You have to be like going with the times. You can't just be stuck in your ways. Like, you kind of have to go with the flow, especially with like if you're a fashion and beauty influencer. There's literally new beauty items and fashion items every other day, so you've kind of got to be willing to keep up, you know. Thick skin, just don't let people's opinions of you get to you too much. Just know yourself and know where you're trying to go. You kind of have to be social to be an influencer. Like, try not to just be in your own little bubble. Comment on other people's things, like support others and then they'll support you. Try and be in with the community to an extent, because that's always nice. You've got to be passionate, I can't lie, and resilience. You've got to remind yourself that while you're doing certain things, for those days when you want to quit, just quit it all, delete your Instagram, block everybody, log out, sign out, never come back again. Yeah, but honestly, I do love this job, and I wouldn't choose, I can't see myself doing anything else for the foreseeable future. Ooh, this Fenty powder though, honey. Okay. This is the Fenty powder. Ooh, this is nice. That is very nice. In Nutmeg. That's really nice. Oh, also you've got to be about your business, about your bag, because some people will try and, you know, fumble it. Some brands will try and fumble your bag, but you can't allow that. You've got to be able to negotiate rates. You've got to be able to read contracts thoroughly, because if you think about it, a lot of brands are just out for themselves or out to make a profit at the end of the day. That's business. That was a Primark lip, by the way. Oh, it looks kind of ashy on camera, but it's really nice in person. Also, I've not really been digging eyeshadow recently. I kind of just added a nice wash of brown on my lid, especially when I have lashes on. I'm just gonna put some powder. This is my like everyday glam. And then when you don't have eyeshadow, it just looks like you haven't even tried too hard. Ooh, she cute, she cute. She real cute. Oh, do you know when your makeup is that beat that you forget highlight? That's how you know a sister's face is big. Ooh. This is my pastor's wife winter looks, okay? Because Hot Girl Summer's been and gone, okay? Someone asked, do I think it's gonna last forever? I think nothing lasts forever, honestly, and it's just being smart and knowing like what to I'm just gonna finish off my hair. Being smart and putting like steps aside and knowing that, you know, it might not last forever, so what am I going to do about it? What plans do I have in place if this fails? I have a degree as a plan B, number one, point blank period. I'm so glad, because it kind of gives me peace of mind. Or just, you don't have to have a degree, like develop other skills. If God forbid anything happens, you have kind of like a backup plan. Also savings, put your savings aside. Like I'm so good at saving. Like, I don't play with saving, because I just know that her life will threaten to take all your edges. And yeah, it's important to have savings just in case of anything. So yeah, so I'm not really worried. I'm hoping it lasts as long as it can. But I mean, I feel like I'm a smart person. I will always be okay. And I have God on my side. So I'm really not fearful for anything.